Hi, I've done this before. I beat Pokémon X using only weak Pokémon. But why not kick it up a notch? Why not beat Pokémon X using only weaker Pokémon? Here are the rules. I can only use Pokémon with a base stat total under 300. That's 100 less than the last challenge. Here are some Pokémon that are stronger than what I can use. The Elemental Monkeys, Pikachu, all base form starters, Dunsparce, Corphish, Goldeen, Abra, Munchlax, Mime Jr., Mantike, Bellsprout, Delibird, Spinda, and Smoochum. Yes, even Smoochum is too strong for this challenge. So, with all things set up to go horribly, let's do this. I start off by catching 4 Pokemon. This is my team at this point. I then also, while training, get a Riolu. And later on, I find a shiny Azurill. What? I caught it. Next was to take on Gym Leader Viola, who uses bug types. But I have 2 birds, so we were able to easily take her down. And I got that first badge. Next, I defenestrated Professor Sycamore before going into the woods and catching myself an Incada. With my new friend in tow, I met up with my friend Shauna, and we then got robbed by a rich person. Next, I was falling down a hill, and Riolu was quite worried, but nothing to worry about. I was saved by a dark and psychic squid, who decided to join my party. Then I met up with my friend Serena, and together we easily defeated Team Flare. Next, on our way to Sillage, Nincada evolved into Shedinja and Ninjask. And Ninjask kinda just left. But that left me with Shedinja, who, for this challenge, is an amazing Pokemon. Having a base stat total worse than its pre-evolved form might not seem too appealing, especially when it has a measly 1 HP, but everything will one-hit us later on, and Shedinja has the ability Wonder Guard, which makes it so that only super effective moves will do damage, which is a great move for this game. Next, I actually learned that our friend the shiny Azurill would actually be quite handy after it evolved, and I could do that. Meryl has a base stat total of 250. Next, I took on Grant, who uses rock types, but I've got a Riolu, who easily wiped the floor with him. Second gym badge was mine. On our way to Shallur City, that's what it's called, I met Karina and her 2 Lucario, and Riolu took out both of them. And at this point, when fighting Serena, I learned of a new tactic, shed switching. Let me explain. Shed switching makes it so that Shedinja will use the AI against it, since if a Pokemon can't do damage, the AI will switch to a Pokemon that can. So then I can use Shedinja to switch a Pokemon and make the AI choose Absol, for example, leading me to use Riolu to take it out. Then I can send in Shedinja to just defeat the trainer with the rest of their Pokemon not being able to do damage. Next was Karina, the gym leader. Now I sent in Shedinja, making her effectively start with Machoke, who knew Rock Tomb. So I switched to Inkay, used Psybeam, take it out, and then I switch back to Shedinja. And at that point, she can't really do anything else. So the third gym badge was mine. Finally, Azurill evolved into Meryl, and so I moved on to fight Ramos, who Fletchling wiped the floor with. At this point, I realized it would be impossible to really train up many more members of the team, so I decided to stick with what I had. And after dealing with the power plant stuff, I took on Clement, the toughest gym battle so far. I lead with Inkay to try to take out Emolga, but it volt switches into a Magneton, which takes out Inkay. So I shed switch him back into Emolga, and then I switch to Bunnelby, thinking that it might be able to do damage, but it volt switched and went back to Magneton, but it was okay. Bunnelby knows Dig, a 4-time super effective move, should KO it, right? It did not, Bunnelby, come on! Then Bunnelby got KO'd, so I switched him back into Emolga, and without much more to do, since my team is mostly weak to flying, I switched to Fletchling. And yeah, that didn't work. He then switches back to Magneton using Volt Switch, so I try to Shed Switch, but I get off an X-Scissor, which KOs this Magneton. Then Emolga comes back out, so I switch to Riolu. And surprisingly, Riolu actually took it out. So I swapped to Shedinja and took out his Heliolisk, winning me the 5th gym badge. And after a lot of grinding, I was ready to take on Valerie, the 6th gym leader. She uses fairy types, and her only Pokemon that could hurt Shedinja was Mawile, so I had Fletchling take it out, which was really easy. Now Shedinja could sweep, difficultly, but still. Now, finally, I had to take on Team Flare in the Pokeball Factory, along with in an ice cave, but we took them out. And then while training for the 7th gym, I found a shiny Delibird! Holy crap! Here's the actual proof of me finding this thing with my level 60 Riolu. This means in these 2 challenges, I found 3 shinies. The shiny Floatzel from the first challenge, which we found on the Victory Road, the shiny Azurill from the beginning of this one, and shiny Delibird now. Holy crap! I went to fight the 7th gym leader, and her Pokemon could all damage Shedinja, but Inkay could easily take them out as well using its Dark-type move, Foul Play. We easily beat Olympia. Next I went back to the Lysander Cafe, and when meeting Lysander again, Riolu sensed that he was evil, so I had Inkay and Meryl sick him. Riolu then found something behind the wall, and we learned that Lysander was working with Team Flare, and they were going to fire off a weapon in Geosenge Town to destroy the world. So I rushed over, had Inkay and Meryl beat him again, and then me, Serena, and Shauna all went to disable the ultimate weapon. And while doing so, we found Xerneas, who freed itself and then kind of just left. Well, that's fine. Now, this final fight with Lysander, the only difference is he has a Mega Gyarados, which was a little scary, but Riolu was able to take it out. And, therefore, we defeated Team Flare. Now, after meeting up with my friends, I actually went to look for the 8th gym leader in the Pokemon Village. But on our way, Riolu and I got separated and lost. So yeah, I finally found the Pokemon Village, and I found the 8th gym leader too, with Riolu. Now with Riolu and I reunited, we could now take on the 8th gym. Since Wolfric uses ice types, Inkay and Riolu had no problem taking him out. Now with all 8 gym badges, I could take on the Pokemon League. Okay, so actually I fought the Pokemon League 3 times, but I'm just going to tell you guys about the 2nd and 3rd times, because they're the most similar. I start by taking on Wikstrom, and he was no problem. He was easily defeated. Drasna, on the other hand, was a little tougher. She starts with her Dragalge, but she switches to Noivern, as it's the only Pokemon that can damage Shedinja. So I switch to Meryl, who takes it out using the Play Rough. Then I switch to Shedinja, and now I have to play this really carefully. Dragalge has Poison Point, which is avoidable using Shadow Ball, and the reason I have to avoid this is Shedinja has 1 HP, so Poison would kill it no matter what. So I just spammed Shadow Ball on this thing until it went down. Next was Altaria, who was no problem. And then, finally, was Druddigan, who had Rough Skin, so I once again just used Shadow Ball to take it out. That's 2 down, 2 to go. Next was Seabold, who led with what's this Pokemon called again? I don't remember. I lead with Meryl against it, though, as it can't do much damage to Meryl. So, I take it out. Clawitzer, that's what it's called. Next, he sends in Gyarados, but I send in Shedinja, as His Gyarados can't hurt Shedinja. So, for some reason he Dragon Danced though, even though he has another Pokemon that can take us out, so I actually got off decent damage. And then when Barbaracle came in, I sent in Riolu, who wasn't able to do much damage before getting taken out. So, yeah, that's not really good. But I was able to switch to Inkay, who then took out Barbaracle. And then the rest of Seabold's Pokemon couldn't hurt Shedinja, so I just took them out like that. Finally was Malva, who has fire types, meaning Shedinja is completely useless. I lead with Riolu to take out her Pyroar, and that was easy. Next is Talonflame though, so I switch to Marill, who defeats Talonflame using water moves, along with Torkoal doing the same tactic. Finally was Chandelure, who actually ended up taking out Marill, but Inkay then came in and defeated it with Foul Play, winning us to get 4 Elite Four members. Now there was only one more challenge in my way. Diantha, the champion. I lead with Marill against her Hawlucha. We use Play Rough, which OHKOs her Hawlucha. Then came Auroras, and since we're on Switch Battle Style, I switched to Riolu, who defeated it with a Power-Up Punch. That's 2 down, and now for Goodra. I switch to Marill again and use Play Rough, which defeats her Goodra too. This is going well. Next is Gourgeist, who I switch into Inkay for, and Foul Play winning us that. Next was Tyrantrum, so I swapped back to Riolu, who defeated it just with a couple of power-up punches. Now, though, is our toughest challenge yet. Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. This Mega Gardevoir is super strong, and I don't know if we're going to be able to beat it. But Riolu has 2 power boosts right now. So as long as we can get off some damage, that'll be worth it. So I had Riolu use Strength and... What? Riolu OHKO'd Mega Gardevoir and won us the challenge. It is possible to beat Pokémon X using only weak Pokémon. And most of my team wasn't even level 90. Challenge summary? It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing this. It wasn't even that hard, actually. And the final takeaway? Bunnelby sucks. Thank you guys for watching the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video with everyone you know and love. This video took me around 24 hours to make. So, yeah. If you guys could subscribe and everything, that would be cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!